Give me a moment. I'm on my way to a beautiful, disused church. But to get there, I have to traverse some rather interesting scenery. A single-tracked road, I am told, takes me up to the church. I might meet a tractor on the way. I might run over a pheasant. But either way, the next CD will be in aid of Ben's car repair fund.
Right, 7:33, time for the Morning Star, who is Ben Mayton, a young organist from Salisbury. Morning to you, Ben. He says, been up early, had my scrambled eggs for breakfast, good choice, and then it's off to record carols on an organ at a disused church in Wiltshire. All week, going around visiting local churches and telling their stories on my YouTube channel. Best of luck with that, Ben. You are today's Morning Star.
Crikey. Right, forward first. Hopefully this isn't too deep. Here we go, lad. Take it slow. Take it slow, Ben. Take it slow. Dooby dooby doo. He's doing it. We've got an amphibious vehicle. Right, first left. This one's flooded as well. Private farm road. Right, I'm looking for a bridge. Okay, there's the bridge. Ah, here we go. Turn right. Don't need my indicator. Nobody about. Wow. Okay. Right, this is the awkward bit. Turn left here. This is where you meet something coming the other way. Every single time. Literally every single time. Oh. No wonder it's disused. Slipping and sliding like a weasel on the run. How am I supposed to get up there? It's probably not even the right way. Oh. Come on, mate. There we are. There's obviously other people here. I'm not as much of a pioneer as I thought. Plunging into the grass and a view of not only the church but this beautifully scenic village of Stratford Tony. Many of you noticed that last time I was here, when I demonstrated this instrument, I didn't actually record a single piece or a single hymn on it. The reason for that was that after an hour or so of playing it, it was really wheezing and creaking and banging. It was making so much noise from its mechanical action that it was barely playable. I didn't feel like I could actually present any of the pieces that I'd recorded on it. So my hope this evening is that, having had a rest for a few weeks, the little harmonium here will be able to play ball and make some music. Let's find out. This, my friends, is a Miller pump organ imported from the States. These were extremely popular at the turn of the 20th century. As you can see, it has stops just like a pipe organ. Many of them mimic the same sounds, like a sub-bass, diapason, principal, or a viola over here. Instead of blowing air through pipes, which would need to be tuned, these instruments instead suck air through reeds, like a large version of a harmonica. The difference between this and a pipe organ is that these reed organs are pumped with the feet, 2 pedals to maintain a wind supply, but also to add extra expression, you can change the volume by pumping harder or softer. You can also change the volume using these knee flaps. If you push them out, you get more sound. Here, they're practically unworkable because this instrument is in bad shape. As you can tell, this organ has issues. The left foot pump is making such a loud squeak that it almost drowns out the music. So I don't know whether what you just heard was pleasant or incredibly grating. If it was the second, it doesn't matter because you won't still be watching. I didn't bring the WD-40, I'm afraid, but even if I did, I probably wouldn't be able to get in there to fix it. The only way I can work with it is by just using the right pedal and pumping harder, like a single lung. The problem with just using one pedal is that I can't maintain a single volume level. It just keeps changing. So I need to use both pedals, and as a result of that, what you'll hear is a lot of squeaking. So I would encourage you to look beyond the mechanical sound and consider how well this instrument has fared after 120 years. So you know what? I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep pumping. I've just been outside to get a pork pie, and what really struck me was in the distance the sound of traffic out on the main road. I feel so transported in this church that it was almost like a gloomy, monstrous vision of the future. Thankfully, I've closed the door on the present, and here we are in the past. St Mary and St Lawrence, Stratford Tony. And I'm sure this poet would have agreed with my sentiments here. Yuletide in a younger world. We believed in high days then, and could glimpse at night on Christmas Eve imminent oncomings of radiant revel, doings of delight. Now we have no such sight. We had eyes for phantoms then, and at bridge or stile on Christmas Eve clear beheld those countless ones who had crossed it, cross again in file. Such has ceased long while. We liked divination then, and as they homeward wound on Christmas Eve, we could read men's dreams within them spinning, even as wheels spin around. Now we are blinker bound. We heard still small voices then, and in the dim serene of Christmas Eve, caught the far-time tones of fire-filled prophets, long on earth unseen. Can such ever have been? And finally, I simply cannot leave this place without reading these words. Christmas Eve and 12 of the clock. Now they are all on their knees, an elder said, as we sat in a flock in half-side ease. We pictured the meek, mild creatures where they dwelt in their strawy pens, nor did it occur to one of us there to doubt they were kneeling then. So fair a fancy we would weave in these years, yet I feel if someone said on Christmas Eve, "Come, see the oxen kneel in the lonely barton by yonder coombe our childhood used to know," I should go with him in the gloom, hoping it might be so.